Hey there, it's Kevin here at Black Dog Decals. I'm gonna show you how to deal with a vinyl decal that does not want to stay on the transfer tape. This is a 20-inch compass I have in my shop. So first things first, you're gonna flip your decal over on the backside. And you're gonna come in here, squeegee it really good from the back. Into your first step. Next step, leave it flipped over. And then we're gonna start at one side here. And we're gonna start pulling the tape back, or the paper back. I'm gonna do it really slow. This is actually a etched glass vinyl, but this principle is going to work for any vinyl, decal, transfer tape. This particular type of vinyl has a texture to it, so the tape really doesn't want to stick to it very well, so you will have to most likely work a little harder on this type of vinyl. So yeah, you're just gonna keep going really slow. Make sure you don't have any problems. So you're like, okay, right here. You can see this is starting to come up right there. So I'm gonna put it back down just in that spot. Try to do it with my fingers first. Come back to it. And there we go, got it down. So that's the first thing you can do to fix that problem. Oh. All right, here's another problem. So I want to show you this one here. This happens sometimes if the blade cuts a little too deep into the paper backing. It's actually tearing this paper backing, which is totally fine because you're just gonna throw this paper backing out and the only thing you really want is the vinyl. But if it's tearing it, you're just gonna have to get it off. And nope, it actually just popped off right for me right there. And you can kind of see how it's just gotten a little torn. If that hadn't happened, I could have tried using my X-Acto knife, and I could have picked that piece of paper off. That works sometimes. Other times you want to just just pull the paper backing at a different direction, and that might fix your problem. Oh, see, look, I got another spot here. So let's see. Oh, yep, that one just popped off too. So, and you can also see that I'm pulling the paper completely back at a 180-degree angle. And if you really start having trouble and it's really sticking, you can really just fold the paper like this and just pull it back really slow. And I know this spot actually is a little trouble, has some trouble. And if you do that, it should also just pop off. So between putting the paper back and pushing, giving some more pressure, potentially having to use an X-Acto blade to help pick off the paper if it happens to be tearing. That's not super common, but it's common enough. Like it will happen sometimes. Especially I have a fresh blade on my cutter right now. Definitely tends to happen when the blade is fresh. All right, and you can see you're just gonna keep going. Hopefully, see if there's any more trouble spots. And you'll definitely see it more on like little tiny details is the hardest part. Let's see here, this little W. So use my X-Acto. I'm just gonna kind of hold it down, because once again that paper is trying to hold on to this piece. You see, as long as you take your time removing the paper backing, you will be able to get it off, no matter how many little problems, and if the paper got cut into a little too deep, and if your transfer, and if, yeah, you're not sticking to the transfer tape well enough. So yeah, that's how you would do that.